Hi sisters, it's Jake here, and I'm back with another video. I do want to acknowledge the fact that it looks like I'm doing a chubby bunny challenge from 2010. I got my wisdom teeth out last week and it still hurts. But if you know anything about YouTube and content creation, I really need to keep going. I'm about to hit 20,000 subscribers, which, I don't know about you, but that seems a little kooky and cringe to me. Never in my life would I have thought that 20,000 people would be subscribed to my YouTube channel, and like thinking about it overwhelms me, so I'm just going to say thank you. Also, thank you to these patrons for supporting the channel. If you want to support the channel, my Patreon is in the link below. Today, we're going to be talking about Joe Rogan. You may have heard of him, you may not have heard of him. I've heard some things about him. This is Joe Rogan. I don't really know much about the vaccine. I don't want to do the vaccine. He's always like talking about like the vaccine and stuff and COVID. Joe Rogan started out as a stand-up comedian. And as somebody who has toured with a group of stand-up comedians, I thought it would be interesting to see where the most successful comedian of our generation started. This video was posted by Rhonda Shear. We love Rhonda Shear. The description says, Joe Rogan doing stand-up comedy on the Rhonda Shear, hosted Spotlight Cafe early in his career. Joe Rogan, hashtag vaccine, hashtag misinformation, hashtag podcast. So it seems like Rhonda Shear knows what she's getting into. Let's see if we can just have a little laugh together.
Welcome to Spotlight Cafe. Tonight's show features the comedy of Joe Rogan.
Oh my God, Joe is pretty handsome. It's giving like TikTok e-boy. I never thought that I'd see Joe Rogan, who right now is a spitting image of a wrinkly thumb, looking this good. Like, he looks good. Now, I know that talking about Joe Rogan can cause some controversy. I don't picture most people taking this video very well. So I guess my whole goal in this is to prove that I'm funnier than Joe Rogan and I deserve a larger platform.
Right, not only are you fun, but you can dance. Are you the best Spotlight Cafe dancers we've ever had? All right, well now you're gonna laugh some more because this next guy has to knock before he opens the refrigerator door.
This next guy has to knock before he opens the refrigerator door. I don't know what that means. Maybe there's a family inside his refrigerator just waiting to get out. It wouldn't surprise me knowing like who his fans are and what they support.
For Mr. Joe Rogan!
Yes, Joe! I love Joe! Come on, Joe! Yes!
I just want to touch him.
Don't you want to touch him, just like meaning her breasts, which is really nice because I know that most of his humor is based off of women and their bodies and how hot they are, but let's see if he can stray away from that.
Bulb to a moth, aren't they?
True.
What's up? How we doing? You having fun? Having a rough week, man. I've been hearing the M word too much from my girlfriend, you know what I'm talking about? She brings up marriage a little bit too much, and it's, I can't even hear that word. I hear the word marriage, my brain just shuts off. It's like, marriage, click! Everyone after marriage is...
He said marriage click. Like marriage click, and then it's just whomp, 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 whomp. I think that's really funny because his punchline was whomp, 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 whomp. Joe Rogan is at the point where he's no longer writing and just making noises for his punchlines, and that's okay. That's fine. But let's see if he can sway more into the English language and less sound effects. I also think it's interesting, if you look at him right here, he's wearing eyeliner. He dyed his hair. It's a whole different person. It's way different from the UFC commentator, black belt, whatever. Joe Rogan looks like Trisha when they were in their emo phase.
It's like a contract. I sign this. I can't have sex with other girls for the rest of my life, and I gotta buy you a ring. Like, that deal sucks.
Well, no, I think it's actually kind of nice. I mean, sometimes it's nice where you can like get married and you can like have a loving relationship and you can sort of say, you know what, this is going to be a celebration of our love and we're going to show to the world that we are soulmates. But Joe Rogan wants to bonk other women. I guess that makes sense why he can't hold down a constant significant other.
I date a lot of bimbos. That's the problem, man. They all want to get married, man. That's like the Mecca for bimbos,
true.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the promised land.
Bimbos, women.
I know we fight a lot now, but if we got married, things would be different.
That's a funny impression of a woman too. He like makes his voice really high and like he calls women bimbos. I know that this was like made a little while ago, but even the audience isn't laughing. So it's like, Joe, why didn't you just quit?
Dude, man, bimbos are good to date sometimes because they're low maintenance. You know what I mean?
True.
If you date intelligent women, they ask tough questions and you got to give them real answers. So bimbos ask like real easy ones. You can tell them anything. You know, like, what are you thinking about? Corn.
Oh, he just thought of the most random thing. That is the downside. I'm with a really intellectual woman and it's like, fuck. If she asks me, what are you thinking about? Like, I can't say corn. It has to be like something really well thought out. She like reads into my brain. So it's funny that like Joe Rogan is saying corn because like I never thought that like he would say that, and that's what's coming out of left field. And I understand why he has this following now.
Billy, what kind of corn? The kind you put on your door for Thanksgiving, but you never eat? Oh my God, you're really deep, huh?
What? What does that even mean? Don't put this in, whatever you do. Challenge you at the creator clash. He's making up a conversation between himself and himself, but in a higher tone, and none of it is funny. I could write this in my sleep, honestly. I could say, what are you thinking about? And I say, I don't know, potatoes. And then she goes, what kind of potatoes? And then I go, I don't know, you know those ones that are like yams, but they're also sweet and orange too? And you put them on your step for Halloween? Fuck, I'm so tired.
You get married, you gotta live together, right? That's not a good idea either. Get
what, Joe?
You know what I mean? End of the day, love you. Love you too. Talk to you tomorrow. Take it easy. I'm out of here. Yeah, you're better off that way, you know what I'm saying?
Why is his voice now as high as the character that he's doing? And also, why did he go roof, roof right at the end? I don't think that makes any sense to the punchline. He's leaving, and then there's a dog? Why is there a stray dog going roof, 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 roof? I feel like this is me when I'm having a manic episode. Like, well, what if there was a dog that barked at me after I left my girlfriend, and I said, hi, honey, and then she had a very high voice, and then the dog goes roof, roof.
First thing in the morning, there's like the prime example. Most women, first thing in the morning, like, come on, my breath is not, it's not special. Get off of me.
Joe, stop it.
Off of me. No. Whereas the guy wakes up first thing in the morning with a totally different attitude, right? Guy wakes up first thing in the morning and says,
he's talking about his wiener. He's totally talking about his wiener.
Pace yourselves!
Oh.
The guy wakes up, it's like, well, I don't want to waste that.
True, you don't want to waste my wiener.
just touch it once.
Oh, yeah.
Just touch it once. Women don't understand men because you don't have testosterone. That's the big...
Just touch it once, like coercing someone into touching your weenie. Especially this guy right here. He definitely wakes up, puts on his eyeliner, and goes, just touch it. Oh. What's this guy doing? And he does like characters with it, and he goes, this guy wants to play. Joe Rogan making characters out of his fucking balls.
Women don't understand men because you don't have testosterone. You don't have the donkey juice, so you can't appreciate the way guys act.
Girls can't have testosterone. Also, did he just say donkey juicer?
You and the girl haven't had sex. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Because all you're thinking while she's talking is donkey. She's going, you know, you have to save the world. Donkey. Little Energizer rabbit running around your brain 24 hours a day going donkey. Still going. Donkey.
What? Donkey juicer is what he calls his fucking penis? He calls his cock donkey juicer. And then he walks around the stage and says donkey. I don't know much about stand-up comedy, but is this it? I feel like if Curtis started going on stage and saying donkey and then proceeding to run around the stage saying donkey, I think he would lose his platform. Spotify, tell me what you think of Joe Rogan's donkey, because I don't know if this is the best thing that you need on your platform.
Most frustrating situation for a guy, right? You're in bed and you're with your girlfriend, right? And she's like kissing your lips, and then she's like kissing your neck, and then she's like kissing your chest.
She's spending like way too much time in this particular area. You try to encourage that downward trend in her affection. You're like arching your back, right? And pushing up the sheets.
If all else fails, what do? You try like the subtle approach, right? You like run your fingers through her hair while slowly applying pressure. And the whole time you're thinking, how hard can I push before I piss her off?
How hard can I push before it's actually a charge? I love this Rogan guy. I think he's really cool. And especially if the girl that he's with, maybe he would say bimbo, is showing him love and affection. It's usually never enough for him. Tell me that this screenshot right here doesn't look like a really sassy man. Can you believe that later in his career, this guy injects fucking horse semen into his veins, turns into this big man, loses all of his fucking hair, puts in hair plugs, but they don't work because he has so much horse coming out of his fucking pores.
What are you doing? That's massaging your head. Careful. I think you sprained my neck.
What?
Guys, you ever watch something hot on TV with your girlfriend and something winds up slipping right through the filter? you say like exactly what you were thinking?
Sometimes I watch Dr. Pimple Popper and I get aroused, and then Hannah's like, what is this? And I'm like, there's a cyst on the back of this 90-year-old lady's head and it's awesome. And then she like freaks out and like runs away, and I'm like in the room by myself, and you know, donkey, donkey, donkey.
I was watching this Madonna video.
Oh.
She crawls across the floor.
Oh yeah.
And she licks milk out of a bowl like a cat.
Meow, meow.
Hello.
Hello.
Seen that one? You seen that video? I didn't watch this. I'm going, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. My girlfriend came in the room. She asked me like one of those little tricky girl questions. You know, she's like, Joe, if you had to choose between Madonna and me, who would you pick?
I would do Madonna in front of you. Over your parents' house on the kitchen table while they're eating breakfast, all right? I would slap her naked butt right down your dad's cornflakes. And I would look at you and smile while I did it.
Like, what is that, a trick question? Disturbing my erection. Please leave the room. Get out of here. I'm watching this. That's kind of the end of that relationship. Can't really say something like that and then go, hey, I was just kidding.
Joe Rogan loves Madonna. I know that this is an older video, but it's like, fuck. It's so funny to think that like Madonna was the it girl. Because have you seen Madonna's TikTok? Madonna's TikTok looks like TikToks that I would show my friends trying to harass them.
The rest of the show, save the whales. Back to Ronda.
Oh. Bye, Joe! Then later in his career, Joe Rogan turns into somebody who kills many people by prescribing them horse tranquilizer without it being actually a drug that's effective against COVID-19, according to most medical professionals. I mean, how can you not love this guy?
Joe Rogan!
Oh, yes, King. And, of course, objectifying her. Oh no, not again, not again. I loved that. I think it's really interesting to see Joe Rogan and where he started and how he's always sort of been a tool. But just like throughout his career, he's become a tool with more and more muscles and a smaller and smaller donkey. I understand that Joe Rogan probably did more outside of this to gain some kind of fame, but it is hilarious to think that this was like his big break. Like, I know that it's not, but imagine if this was like the thing that put him on everybody's fucking screens. People around the world are like screen printing donkey, donkey, donkey on their t-shirt. He is just a star from this. I've seen some of Joe Rogan's newer material and it doesn't get better than this. I would say honestly it gets worse. The amount of times that I've seen Joe Rogan simulate sex on a bench is insane. I was actually watching that with my girlfriend and she was like, who do you like more, this guy or me? And I say, good boy, as he's humping a stool made out of oak in front of a crowd of, I don't know, 10,000 people. What I'm trying to say is I have a big crush on Joe Rogan and I would leave my girlfriend in a heartbeat for him. Love you, Hannah, but you don't have a donkey like that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. All the support recently has been super overwhelming, and so I'm not going to talk about it, and I'm just going to say thank you. And I want you to know that I'm so appreciative of everything that you guys have done for me. Check out my Patreon. That's how you can directly support me and what I do on this channel. I just added a new tier, so go check that out. Check out my podcast with Jacob Sharp, where we talk about sad things. Have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you all later.